I may regret this decision. Y'all look at me. I look like a hot mess. We are doing some dishes, but I miss you guys. I wanted to say hello, see what's going on, talk a little bit. I wish I was painting, but instead of painting, I'm actually cleaning up my kitchen. I have not had a chance to do any painting in a hot minute, probably since last weekend. Not this last weekend, the weekend before, because I've just been busy doing other things. So I thought I would show you what life for me really looks like. Let's see here. It's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm doing some dishes. Yay! So I thought y'all could just join me, and I would see what you guys are doing and what you guys are up to. So I am just doing... Hey Carrie, how are you? What time is it where you are? It's 10 o'clock at night here, and I am doing some dishes. This is what my real life really looks like when I'm not having fun painting. I'm actually at my kitchen sink doing dishes. All the kids are in bed, and I'm really tired, but that's what I am doing. 12:33 in that, like in the afternoon time, like in the daytime. I bet that's when it is. It's good to see you too. So I thought I would just get on here and show you what my life is really like. I am tired. I worked all day. Got up bright and early. My son started a new mentorship job this morning, and he had to be there at 6:30 this morning. So I got him up. I was up at 5:30 this morning getting him up, getting him ready for his new job and all that stuff. I am glad you like the dancing. I saw someone else do that, and I thought that was so fun. So me and my daughter did it. Actually, my son, he wants a phone. She says she really wants cash, but she said she wanted a phone at first. Now she wants cash for that video. So I'm glad you liked it. It was just something funny and different. You were up at 4 a.m. too? Wow, it was early. What were you doing up so early? Normally, on a normal day, I don't have to get up before 6:30. But some days, I have to get up much earlier. And today was one of those days. I'm actually going on a field trip with my son tomorrow. And that's going to be fun for part of the day. Then I have to go to work, so I've got some work stuff to do. And then he has a football game tomorrow night, so there's not going to be any painting in my near future unless I do some tonight, and I'm already really tired, so that's probably not going to happen. So what are you guys up to tonight? What are y'all doing tonight? Y'all let me know in the comments what's going on. I'm just over here doing some dishes, and I thought sleep in is 7-ish. Well, you know what's funny? I actually get up really early too, like on the weekends especially, and sometimes in the week too I'll get up at really early. But today it was different because I had to get up. A lot of times I'll just wake up on my own like a weirdo and get up real early, but today I had to get up, so I did that. But yeah, it's actually really nice at that time of day because no one else is up. I like it when it's nice and quiet like that. So anyway, I know this isn't what I normally do, or this is not what I normally do online, but it is what I'm doing now. Because why not? I can hang out with y'all while I do my dishes. Not that y'all want to see me do that, but that's what I'm doing here. That's my real life. So what are you guys doing tonight? What are y'all up to tonight? I'm going to get some more stuff out of here because we're out of soap. My husband cooked tonight. It's life, isn't it? Yep, that's what real life is really like. So today I had this bright idea. I was like, you know what? I'm going to come home from work. I had to leave a little bit early, so I had to leave my work. I left, let's see, my kids had tutoring at 4 o'clock, and where I was working today was about 45 minutes from where they were after school, so I had to drive 45 minutes, then another 15 minutes back. We barely made it to tutoring, for their tutoring. Then I drove home. We had like an hour. Well, I went to the post office because someone bought something. I had to mail that out. And then I came back home and wasn't home for long. Then I had to go back and pick up my child, and my other child goes to, what I just say, tutoring. And then in an hour, I went and picked that one back up and talked to my neighbor, because my neighbor is actually doing some painting, and he is wanting to do some, like, I'd given him some paints to try out, and he's wanting to do like a mid-century modern. They love the mid-century modern look, so they have some furniture and stuff and some decoupage. So they've been trying out some different paints, because they're going to do some end tables. They're going to do, he's got all kind of projects he's going to do, and he loves to talk about it. So he's kind of deciding what he's going to do, what projects, what like what colors and all that. So, you know, he's kind of in the process of that. So I went over to his house, and after I went to his house, then I had to go back to tutoring, pick up the child. My other son, he had to go to football practice, flag football practice, because tomorrow night they have a championship game. One of the playoff games is tomorrow night. So after work, so tomorrow I'm going to go to the field trip, then I'm going to go to work, then the game. So I'm sure I won't be doing any painting then. And I actually miss talking to y'all. I love talking to y'all. So hey, if y'all haven't seen my little short I just did, me and Bowen, we did a short earlier. Y'all go check out that short. It's like one of these dancing type ones. I don't normally do those type videos, but it's like lip syncing and dancing. So we decided to do, ooh, this water's hot. We decided to do one of those. So I thought y'all would appreciate what life is normally like for me. I'm sure y'all all have to do dishes too. My son was going to do dishes. This is my oldest son, but he had to be at that class. He was at that orientation. He's doing an engineering mentorship. He's 18. He's doing orientation today. He did that from 6:30 till 3:30. Then he drove to his high school where he's on this academic team where they have like a trivia team, and he did that, and he said they actually won that, so he was very happy about winning that. And then he was going to do the dishes, and I told him, no, you're not going to do the dishes tonight. That's too much. So anyway, I said, I'll do the dishes. And he's like, if you load it, I'll hand wash the stuff. And I said, no, you're not going to do the dishes tonight. You're tired. You need to go to bed. So anyway, so I am just going to be doing the dishes here. I've already put up the food and all that a while ago, but there's all these random forks. I really don't know. They look clean. I'm going to put them up. So anyway, that's what's going on. Got some really good DIY videos coming up. Yeah, right. We always come through, right? So hello everyone. So I'm working on, I have in my head some ideas. I have been like, so I look at Pinterest and I think about things, and I pull y'all and I decide what am I going to do next. I have some really fun ideas. I just haven't been able to do them yet, but I have tons of videos. If you've never checked out any of my videos, go ahead and let's see here. Go ahead and some people have to be so rude. Okay, hide on this channel. Okay, goodbye. Okay, some people, I'm telling you what. That person said I look like a like a trans mutant. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something if I look like a man. He said I look like a man. Okay, that's wonderful. That's a wonderful compliment. Okay. I tell you what, I get so many trolls on this. You know, I don't ever really watch any lives. I haven't done that in a long time, but I have no idea why I get all these people, I call them weirdos, that want to get on here and say, here, look, I'll give you another view and it looks better. Oh, look, I look like a female now. Maybe I look like a little bit of a hot mess. I actually fixed my hair today and now it looks like a little bit of a mess, but that's all right. Okay. Some people just have to be rude and cruel and all that fun stuff, but oh well, I still enjoy coming over here and talking to you guys and all that. Let's see what's over here. There's some glasses over here. Oh yeah, I think my daughter, thank you so much. I appreciate you saying it looked like me to me. I just look a little tired, and like I said, I actually did get all fixed up today. My hair was done, I curled it, but you know, by the end of the day, here we are. So, well, what are you guys doing today? Are y'all crafting? Just looking at YouTube? What's going on here? Just searching the web, seeing what's going on, and you came across someone literally doing dishes, and you're here watching me doing dishes. So see what your life has come to. Like, you're watching me doing dishes. So, but I'm happy you're here. I'm so happy you're here, and I just like to talk to you guys, see what's going on. I was going to talk to you about my show I had. It wasn't really a show. There was a festival. We had a Gold Rush festival in the town of my antique booth, where one of my antique booths is. It was this weekend. It was a big festival, and I sold a bunch of small stuff, and I sold some products. I put in a bunch of Christmas, some of the Christmas sold, but mainly just smaller, newer things and some products. But, hey, Wendy. Oh, you've made all kind of things, Carrie. You've been busy. Quilt, a baby memory box, and some notepads. Hello, Willow Moon Market. Hello, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. I'm actually literally doing dishes. I would love to get on here and do some art, but I just have a lot of other things going on at the moment, so I haven't had time. But I was telling you all about my art booth. So, but what's funny, the one in Dahlonega, where the festival was, did okay. But someone has been shopping in my booth at Alvin Cedar Chest, and I have sold a bunch of stuff in Gainesville, Georgia. So the one in Dahlonega did get okay. I did better than I do, like, on an average day there. But I sold mainly small things, just things people could pick up, and products. But I was saying at my other store, someone has been buying all kinds of things. Someone else doing dishes, yeah. Isn't that fun? Look here. Ooh, sexy. But you know what? There's not much better than clean dishes, right? And I like to go to bed with a clean house. And one thing one thing I did yesterday was I spent the day. We were going to go to that festival yesterday, but it was going to rain, so we ended up going on Saturday. But I ended up cleaning my whole room, and I had put my room, you know how sometimes just stuff will get in your room and you'll pile up laundry, and oh wow, you have a lot of dishes if you cook 3 meals a day, because whenever we're home on the weekends, like we were here for fall break, no joke, I have to unload the dishwasher and load it 3 times a day. So, and I didn't even cook tonight. My husband cooked some hamburgers tonight. He went to the store and got these hamburgers, you know, those kind that are pre-made, but they were these Hatch green chili pepper ones, and they were so hot. I started eating them. I was like, wow, those are hot. Okay, whoops. So, anyway, but someone has been, I've had a lot of sales in Gainesville lately. It's been kind of like off the hook. My paint and products, people are coming in, like buying a ton of that stuff. And then stuff that's been in my booth, sorry, so that part's doing really, really good. So I'm glad you're okay with me cleaning this, because if you weren't, there would really be nothing to see besides my old videos, which I have a, you know, if y'all are new to my channel, or even if you're not, I have a ton of videos, so y'all can go and watch those. Y'all are still watching them. It seems like YouTube is showing you guys, or y'all are searching for Halloween and fall and Christmas videos. A lot of people are watching my ones that I sold or that I made in the past. So anyway, that's going good. So let's see who's all on here. If you're enjoying this live, even though it's like crazy and hectic and not that fun, y'all hit that like button. Let's see here. Plus like daughters. Oh, well, your daughter is really busy with the 2 little kids. So this must, we do have 21 days to go. Well, Lynn, I hope your booth does good. So let's see addresses. So Willow, you have, yeah, so you do a lot of cooking. What is your name, Willow? It's not, I'm sure it's not Willow Moon Market. What is your name? Tell me your name so I can address you. So yeah, you're cooking all kind of special things, plus for your kids. Carrie, thank you for letting me, saying good job on my sales. I am happy about that. Okay, that's right, Sherry Luce. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. It's just hard to remember sometimes. That's right, Sherry. Okay, well, you are busy. And then Lynn, you know I sell transfers and all the IOD stuff. You can buy from me too. I'm just kidding with you. So you were telling me that you got a mystery box. Was that mystery box like had transfers and stuff in it? Is that what you were saying? I didn't quite understand what you were saying on that comment. I saw it a second ago, but I had to come up here and start doing the cleaning, so I haven't responded to you yet. But yeah, everything's going good. I'm selling good on my website. Sales are still coming in pretty constantly. One of my friends, do y'all know her name is Leanne. Do y'all know Leanne? She has Small Gestures, what's it called? Small Gestures Vintage. Anyway, I don't know if you know her. She's on YouTube too, but she lives nearby me, and she did a video. I haven't even seen this. It's a short. I haven't even seen her. Anyway, I haven't even seen the short, but she is putting sunflowers on a pumpkin. Anyway, it went viral. And so people have, like, do y'all know my friend Heather from Create Your Own Cozy? She sold out of all of the sunflower molds, and IOD sold out. So then they started sending them to me. So I've had a handful of sunflower molds, plus people are still buying all kind of things. Mystery bags in my booth. Yes, I do mystery bags in my booth. I do jewelry mystery bags, and then I do just random decor, and they sell really well for me. I have sold, like, I'll just put like a little comment, like, could be like Christmas. It could be like vintage Christmas, vintage Halloween. It could be for like teenagers, jewelry, a garden, any kind of decorations. I do things like for my, what do you call it? Like for Mother's Day, I'll say this would be, and I put like a little joke. I just put it in like a bag. Just depends on what it is. Sometimes I sell a lot of rings and earrings. And if the rings are the kind of rings that have an opening, a lot of times I'll put some rings in there. I'll put rings and stickers, jewelry, just like costume jewelry. Sometimes vintage stuff. I have a ton of bracelets, whatever. And I put it, just depending on what it is, $5 to $20. And I sell a bunch of those pretty regularly. And then if I have stuff that's been in my booth a long time, and it's like smaller stuff, I'll put it in those bags. And it sells pretty regularly too. In fact, I need to go back up to my booth, so when my stuff stops selling, or it's been there a while, or I just get tired of looking at it, I'll put it in those bags, and then it just starts selling. So I'll put like mid-century modern decor or entertainment, just depending on what it is. And I mean, I sell a number of those every month, so they are good sellers. Those blind date with a book, those are good sellers. I don't even think I have any in my booth now because they always sell out. But I don't do all this stuff like other people do. All I do is I wrap it, and then I'll put like a few little sayings, and that's about it. And maybe some twine, but I don't go into all this tea and I mean, I have put bookmarks on there because I have them, but I don't go into all this. You know, some people put a lot of money, like tea bags and all this mess. I don't do any of that because I don't have to. They sell, and I sell those those books for $9.99 because most of them. Next time I'm doing one of those bags, I guess I could, but I mean, I literally just go to my booth. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna walk y'all over here. Okay, I'm gonna walk y'all over here. Okay, let's just pretend. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all something. Here's my shelves. This is like, don't look down there because I got some papers to put away, but here's my shelves, okay? If I was going to do a booth and I was going to do one of those bags, all I would do is say, well, I would never do this because this is one of my little brass friends. This is a little horse, but I would just put this in a bag, and I might say horse lover's dream, and I'd put whatever amount I wanted to fit, whatever I think it's. I'll usually put a little bit less than it's worth, but at least no less than the actual, no more than the actual value. So if I was going to put this in there and I thought it was worth 15 bucks, I'd say $15, whatever. Thank you, Debbie, so much. I appreciate that. And, or let's just say, here's some fun things. These are some of my collections. I never get to show you all these. So this is a flower frog. Ooh, that's heavy. Very, very heavy. That's one of those flower frogs, and you can put like a postcard in there. I've got some ironstone. I've got old books. I need some light. Let me turn the light on over here. It's kind of dark. Here you go. You can see better. I've got a lot of white pictures, all kind of pictures. This is a, let me see what that is. I think that's one of those. What's that brand? Oh yeah, you know that brand Longaberger, the baskets? That's a Longaberger vase, and they're actually worth money. So most of all this stuff I collected way before it became popular to collect. I got ironstone, I got a lot of brass, I got bottles, tons of ironstone, tons of transferware. I like green, brown, and see, I've got some jade or whatever, all those ironstone, and all behind there are copper pieces. Then I've got just more ironstone, got some old scales, tons of ironstone dishes. I've got green books. I used to collect a lot of pewter, but I've sold a bunch of it. I got tired of that. Let's see here. Anyway, I have tons of blue and white. I just don't keep it out. I've got these candle snuffers, tons of them that I keep. And anyway, this is kind of a mess down here. Spoons. Is this the one? No. I have found a ton. This one's silver plated, but I found a ton of actual silver. I'm not going to show you all. There I am. Hello. Here, look, I got a nice little, this is usually on, but I got my kids' projects. Whoops. Is that not plugging in? There you go. My daughter puts these are all her paintings. I showed you all her paintings. I moved them over here. I even got my little Santa hanging here because I was doing a video. Oh yeah, Bowen did another, you have those amber glasses? Yeah, okay. I love those ones. I have them in all different colors. My mom, and this is another painting. My mom, here's some plants. My daughter makes all these little things out of these, out of tape. Got whatever that is, lamp. This is what I just thrifted. I showed y'all this the other day. It's sitting here because it needs to go up. And I have a ton of brass things because I collected them way before it was like popular, but I've got that little pheasant set, got a little plant. Y'all, this is a little bit of a mess here. There's the pumpkins I showed y'all. Here's a disaster. I put this in the dishwasher because it was dirty and took the paint off. So, okay. You collect... that's funny. Okay, let's see. Hey Leslie. Here's my dishes. You know, it's not getting bad. It's not bad. I always have a paintbrush soaking. Look at here. And this is, so I had cleaned this all off, and this is where I now keep my paintbrushes in this vase. I used to keep them in this, but I decided I don't want them in there anymore. Whoops, I want them in that green vase. Okay, let's see here. Okay. So, Lynn collects molds, transfers, and stamps. Y'all are hilarious. So does Leslie. She collects those too. Okay. Let's see. I am in the garage. Spray painting some gold and flat black items for you. Lynn, be careful in that garage. I hope you have some ventilation. So, did y'all like the tour? Lynn, that tour was for you. So, now you see if I was going to put something... if I was going to put something in my booth, that's all I would do. I'd go to my booth. I would grab something. I'd put it in a brown paper bag, like, you know, those craft bags or brown paper bag, whatever. Staple it up. I put some twine usually, and then I say, do not sell if open. And then I put like my dealer code and then like a little hint, like, you know, horse lover or whatever, vintage horse lover. And it could have been that... brass thing. So anyway, that's a little tour of that. Okay, I got to show y'all something else. I have this sitting right here by my sink. Y'all remember this cow I showed y'all? And I showed, if y'all were on the live, what day was it? Friday when I did that live. We all thought this was like new, but evidently it is vintage. At least according to eBay, it says vintage cow, and you can find this cow. I paid $6.50 for it, and you can find, I need to take off the tag and wash it. I was thinking about hanging it up, but I don't know. He's a little creepy. I don't know if I want him hanging up in my kitchen, to be honest. I'll probably sell him. Who knows? I kind of like him, but then at the same time, I'm like, I don't know where I would put him. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed my tour, y'all, give me the thumbs up, because this is very impromptu. And anyway, there you go. His eyes scare me. Yeah, they scare me too. Yeah, I understand. That's exactly, paint him, make it a problem. I don't know. It's actually worth some money, so I'll probably just sell it as is. Typically, when it's something that is, you're getting Bowenandcompany. I don't know. I might. Did you like my video, Leslie? If she gets, I told her she had to get 1,000 likes and comments, so I don't know if we're going to get even close to that. And I really don't think she needs a phone personally. But she was dancing, wasn't she? You like that? It was funny because normally, like, she's not shy at home, but she's shy at school. But yeah, I thought that was funny. Her dancing like that. I mean, paper towels everywhere. Did you like that? And you didn't know I could lip sing either, did you? That was a new one. I've just decided I'm just going to be myself, and if people like it, wonderful. If they don't have to like it. So when we have our own channel, we can do, you know, what we want. So anyway, so I thought that was fun to do. So anyway, that's basically what's going on. I've got to clean this. My son has been making, my older son, he made some brownies. I guess he likes to eat brownies. But brownies go pretty fast at my house. I think he made 2 pans of brownies in 1 week. But between everyone here, they're all eating all these brownies. So I got to clean that plate. And then my husband brings home a ninja waffle maker type thing. So I've got to, I had that put away, and then my daughter got it out to make waffles, and it's still sitting there. So, okay, so I have something to tell you guys. Are y'all ready? Are y'all still here? Let me know if y'all are still here. I can't tell if you're still here or not. Okay, warm brownies. Oh yeah, that's really good. Yeah, in fact, my son was eating some ice cream today, as a matter of fact, just a little while ago. Okay, so here's the deal. I made a deal with my husband. Okay, I made a deal with him. My garage is really messy, okay? It's not that it's messy, it just has it's messy, but it has a lot of stuff in it. Yes?
Really?
What?
Own it.
Yeah, it has a lot of stuff in it, and it's messy, and I made a deal with him that I would have a lot of it cleaned out, okay? Anyway, I made a deal with him that I would have a lot of it cleaned out by, get this, November 3rd, the last day of November next year. What in the world? Okay, some people, let's see here, remove. Okay, what in the world? Okay, some people, I'm telling you, okay, this guy's gone. Okay, sorry about that. What a weirdo. I'm telling you what, I get the weirdest people on here. What's this guy talking about? Anyway, so I made a deal with my husband that we were, hey there, how's it going? Yeah, weird. Thank you so much, Lynn. So I made a deal with my husband that I would have it cleaned out. At least, okay, he wants to be able to put a car in there, and I can still have 75% of my shelves and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to be working on cleaning it out. I've got a bunch of boxes and things to go through. So I have a year to do that. So we're going to be working on that. And that's going to be a lot of fun. And I told him the deal is, though, if I clean it out and I have a year to do that, you cannot gripe not one day about the garage. My only rule is I have to have a big enough walkway for everyone to, you know, walk through it comfortably and all that. Because you know how it is, you'll have it all cleaned out, or at least like a nice walkway, and then all of a sudden you bring in furniture or whatever. Okay, so people, yeah, I know. I came up with the rule that he couldn't gripe about it because I didn't want him to gripe about it. I'm like, because he gripes about it all the time. So I'm like, you know, if we do this deal, there's no even talking about the garage. And at the end of the time, if I don't have it cleaned out or like really good progress, he can get rid of some of the stuff. So I made that deal with him because I feel like that's a fair deal that I can work on it. And, you know, I have a whole year without him griping at me. And I told him, if you're not griping, I can probably get it done. But, you know, when you're griping, I'm not going to get it done. Very good. So anyway, that's basically the deal, what we're going to do. I didn't get one thing painted this weekend. I thought I was going to get that little pegboard thing done. Nope. Because I ended up working on my bedroom. But I'm telling you what, our bedroom is like a sanctuary now. It's so nice and clean. I dusted. We had what is that thing called? Fiddly fig in my bedroom, and that thing had gotten so dusty. I couldn't even believe it was so dusty. So I literally vacuumed all the leaves. I don't know how I let that get that dusty, but our room is so clean now, and it's so nice. So I'm really excited about that. So there's no problem. Y'all, this is like the best way I can talk to you guys and clean up my whole kitchen, and I don't have to do it by myself because usually I just watch a YouTube video or something like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, and also that's the other thing. Is that my husband, I told him if I need help, he has to help me. He can't just gripe, you know? He's got to help me. If I say, hey, I need to do help with this or that, he has to help. He can't just gripe and just try to make me do it. So anyway, I think it's going to be good, and we're both good with the deal. Oh, and then he adds at the last minute, oh, you have to clean this part of the attic too. So in our house, we have 2 attics, but they're walk-in attics. And they're a mess too. There's stuff, I mean, just, they need to be cleaned out too. So I said, that's fine. I said, now I'm not cleaning out the attic, but I will get it more organized because he always comes up with these ideas. He wants to get all new insulation in the attic. So he's got to be kind of cleaned out so he can get, you know, some stuff. But there is stuff that needs to be cleaned out. There's clothes. Sometimes I used to put clothes up there and stuff. So that needs to be cleaned out. Hey, Mariah, I am good. I am good. How are you doing? I'm just trying to finish up my dishes here for the evening. And that's it. So I thought that I would jump on here because normally I usually do lives where I'm painting and all that stuff, but I'm too tired and I had to do these dishes, so I thought I would just do the dishes with you guys. So oh yes, that's what was fun. So last weekend I went through, so my husband built me these really, or he didn't build them, he had them built, these really nice, large, have you seen these things that you can hold tubs in? Well, he had one of his employees build these real nice tubs. Brian, I can't remember, or they're not tubs, they're like tub holders, big tubs. And they hold probably 5 by 5, probably, gosh, 25, at least 25 tubs, big tubs, and I've got 2 of them. But all the tubs are not full, and there's random stuff in each one of them. So this weekend, I went out there, and I was going through well, you want to know why I went out there? Okay, you know, I could not find, and I was so mad. You know when you're looking for one thing and you can't find it? I was looking for those winter tree stamps, and I'm like, where is those winter tree stamps? I could not find them anywhere, and I was getting really mad because I wanted to make a what is it, those trees with that winter forest stamp or whatever. So anyway, I knew that they were somewhere, so I looked through all those tubs. And while I was looking through the tubs, I took out anything that was Christmas that I could put in my booth. And then I found all kinds of things, all kinds of new crafts I could do. I found those little stars I put on my trees. And I found evidently I had put all of last year's Christmas from IOD into that tub. So all that stuff was in there, like all of the... Here's the problem when you sell IOD. Here's the problem. So let's say you sell the Kitschy Christmas or whatever transfer. And you only had like, last year I didn't sell that many at a time. I'd only buy, let's say, 12 of those, maybe 12, 16 transfers. Well, you sell out real fast. So after you sell out, you don't keep using that transfer because you don't have it to sell anymore. So I have tons of these transfers that I didn't keep using because I was already, you know, sold out of them and everything. But anyway, long story short, I found all of those transfers and all that stuff, and I was so happy because now I can use them on projects that I can sell and stuff like that. So, but yes, it's really exciting because I know pretty much what's in most of the tubs because I look through them, but I have probably like 20 boxes of all kinds of stuff, and I really don't know what's in all those. I know what's in some of them, but I really don't have a clue of a bunch of them, so that should be pretty fun to see what's in there, and I'll be able to put it in my booth or make it over, or if I want to donate it or whatever, I can do that too. So anyway, that's where I am with that. I'm just about going to wash. I've got these things over here that we always have places to put like baked goods. I keep it out on my counter, and they need it to be cleaned too. So, but I really cleaned up my kitchen the other day. You can't tell because, you know, I got kids and blankets and everything. They bring all their book bags when it's supposed to be over there in the vacuum, but you know, it gets messy. But I really did have it clean. That and my German, they get dusty. Yeah, that fiddle fig tree, I'm telling you what, it was so dusty. It was so dusty. I couldn't believe how dusty it was. We always had people that would come and clean our house, but then my husband had this bright idea that, hey there, Claudia, that we were going to not have the cleaning people come until we did some remodeling on our bathroom. And of course, we're still in the middle. We haven't even started that yet. And so the cleaning people haven't come in a few months. So I've been having to do all the cleaning, where before I didn't have to do all that cleaning. So, hey everyone, what's going on? I'm just doing some dishes over here, trying to finish up my nightly chores. And I was saying, see, we've got the sugar over here. I keep all my supplies, like my what do you call that, sugar and flour and all these different vintage jars. And my son made some kind of drink today. He's always making something. It was like, what did he tell me? It was strawberries, ice, evaporated milk, what's that other one, carnation milk, something else, I don't know. It was delicious. Oh yeah, I bet with the fur. But anyway, he made that, so that's why he's got the sugar out. I'm gonna have to clean where's my spray at? My table here. I mean, we got shoes to put away. I gotta show y'all something else I did too. On one of my videos a good while back, I made this over. Do y'all remember when I made this over? It's the lost transfer set. What's it called? Lost Garden transfer set. It's like a little container thing. But anyway, I always put my makeup on right there. But I started putting, look here, I have all my makeup. And in fact, this other lotion goes in here. I always put my makeup on right here in the kitchen in the mornings because it's sunny in here, you know. And I can see. But anyway, I put all my makeup in this little container because what's going on here? It fits pretty good. Oops. I have to put this over here and fix that. So yeah, that's my little, I have two of them. I thought Bowen would want them. My daughter usually likes to put her stuff in there, like all her little pencils and stuff, but she didn't want it. She usually wants all these little containers, but she didn't want it. So I said, well, if you don't want it, then I'll take it. Okay, wait, that's not right. Something's not working. Okay, anyway, that's where I put my makeup in there. So what is everyone doing tonight? It's like you get your house clean and then literally in one day it gets so messy. Okay. Your gun cleaning kit is in a box. Like, yeah, well, you can decorate it. I'm telling you, I literally had this in my booth, and it was blue, but it was like all rusty and looked ugly. And I tried to sell it as is because I see people, but it didn't sell. And so then I brought it home and I used the color, maybe Willow Bank. I can't remember what the color is, but then I put that Lost Garden transfer. I love that transfer set. And I put it on there, and anyway, now I put my makeup in there. I like this kind of thing, like my makeup in something like this, because if I leave it out, like on the counter, it kind of looks like a decoration versus like, oh, that's your makeup bag. Well, it doesn't look like it. So then it's like, you know, looks okay. I'm gonna fold this stuff up. We got the vacuum is supposed to be in the laundry room, but there were some pumpkin seeds on the floor, so I brought the vacuum in here to get those pumpkin seeds. Yeah, it is so pretty, and I have another one that's in the black, and let me go get this one. I'm going to show it to you. It's really pretty. I did this one on a video too. One of the videos from last year. Here's another one. This is the black one. It's just a little one too, but I don't have anything in it. I think I've painted it this color. Yes, me too. So this is just a little container. Bowen didn't want it. It's kind of an odd size, so I don't really know what I'm going to put in that, but really any transfer looks amazing on black. Just a little hint. Everything looks good on black pretty much. So you like to use your pretty dishes and stuff every day. That's great. I like to do that too. I think that you shouldn't save anything for something special. So anyway, that's my other ones. I thought about putting paintbrushes, but I have too many paintbrushes, but I don't know. One day I will put something in that box. So after I do my dishes, I always love to clean out my sink. That's the only thing that I don't really like when my husband or kids do the dishes. They never seem to clean out the sink completely. And I think it's not done until your sink is completely cleaned out. What do y'all think about that? It's called the Lost Garden Transfer. It's called the Lost Garden Transfer Set. But it's a really pretty one too. It came out last spring or something like that. So it's a really pretty one. I like that one. I didn't get to use it too much because basically it sold out. So then I start, you know, like I said, I start using other ones because I hate to use something that y'all can't necessarily purchase if you want it, because then you'll be like mad or something. I don't know. So let's see. That's about all. I'm going to throw this stuff into our pantry is right here. And somehow this food got set out right here. So anyway, that's all that's really going on here. My husband's not allowed to do the dishes. My husband is allowed to do the dishes, but it's like the same with the laundry and the dishes. It like, they don't really finish them. They do, I tell them it's like you do it halfway. You know, it's like if you do the laundry but you don't put it away, that's only like half the job. It's not the full job. So, but I'm still grateful when he does laundry and stuff like that. Even if I have to finish that job. So anyway, that's about it for tonight, though. I just wanted to say hello. Oh, look at there. He's still doing laundry. Thank you. He brought in some napkins. I've got about to separate these. I keep this thing of napkins over here because we use like cloth napkins. But I just washed, I had bought like several years ago some like yellow houndstooth napkins and some black ones, I guess. And I had not opened either pack, but every night we use cloth napkins because about 5 years ago I just got sick of using paper napkins. So we started using cloth napkins, and we still have paper towels, but for the most part we always use cloth napkins, you know, when we're eating all of our meals. And so anyway, he just brought some in here. So, but I like to change out, I mean, this is so lame. This is when you know you're getting old. I like to change out the napkins for the season. That really sounded sounded old. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for being on here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to subscribe. Check out all of my videos. So you ordered a set of woodland creatures from Amazon, and use your method to turn them into bronze pieces. Did they look good, Debbie? I'm telling you, I love, you know, I have that little squirrel. What happened to my little squirrel? I had that little guy somewhere. I wonder where it got moved to. He was in here. I think I moved them into the kitchen. Well, I'm so glad that you like that technique. If y'all haven't seen that technique, I have a lot of videos where I turn regular bronze, like anything. You can take Santas, pumpkins, woodland creatures, whatever you want. I did a squirrel, and you just paint them black. You put some gold or some bronze paint on top of it, wipe it off, and it becomes instant bronze, and it looks really good. It's, you know, on trend right now to have that look. And it just takes something that's not that cute looking and turns it into something a lot cuter. Well, Debbie, I would love to see them. If you haven't joined JBowenandCompany, y'all just got water all over my sleeve. If you haven't joined JBowenandCompany free group over on Facebook, you should join that, and you can show us all of the projects that you make. We'd love to see them. Did y'all see my little frog? My little frog bronze statue, or little bronze guy. This is, or brass, I mean, this is brass. I actually got him at a garage sale for $1 on Friday. And y'all were all naming him the funniest names. And then Bowen, my daughter, said his name, no, my son, Knox, said his name is Daryl. I said, Daryl? I've never heard of anything. I said, I've heard of Daryl and Harold, but not Daryl. He wants to name him Daryl. I said, I've never heard of a Daryl. I don't know. We'll see. He's not quite been named yet, but he sits right here by me by my kitchen sink, so I can take a look at him. I know it's steep, but my mom always had all these little animals and stuff by her sink, and now I have them. So, you know, every day you realize you kind of turn into your mom in certain ways, and it's kind of scary. But anyway, okay, guys, well, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to hit the sack. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for being on this live, and have a great night.